how much Shank experience he has.
He plays as Shang Tsung. That doesn't mean he knows the matchup, but he does know Shang Tsung.
That'd be a good match. I'd like to see
I guess
that.
someone was saying, I think it was THTB said that Carl was telling him that he thinks Shang is top 3.
Yeah, he's very high on Shang Tsung lately.
I don't know about that. I think the Soul Steel makes him actually a good character, but I don't know if he's top 3.
I think without it, he's still pretty solid. I mean, he's got really good normals, good frame traps.
I was thinking about that Soul Steel, man. That thing is cheap as hell.
Well,
Like, you get the Soul Steel, and it's like, why wouldn't you just start zoning? Like, you can't trade with him, because he wins all the trades then.
Yeah, that's true.
And that,
Were you
that's a
just
cheap-ass
like,
move.
were you disappointed when he didn't have the morphing like the old school MKs?
Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah, I think he needs it.
What if Shang Tsung had a command to morph into every single character? Do you think
That'd be
he'd
awesome.
be as good?
He would be broken. He would be broken like no other.
You think it'd be pretty complicated, like you'd accidentally...
Well, MK3 he wasn't.
I don't know. Yeah, they never really happened in MK3.
I think they could do it. They should do it.
No, that'd be too broken.
They can't do it for technical reasons.
Just like, you know, don't give him as many normal special moves.
They can't load up the model, the 3D model. I mean, they can't have. They can only have so much information at the same time.
Wait, they did it in the story mode though.
What they do in the story mode is that he can turn into 3 people, and that's because the engine allows 4 characters at the same time, right? And since it's one player, it's loading 4 characters.
I see.
Like, he can turn into you, and he can turn into 2 other people, which would basically be his partner and your partner.
Right.
You know, so it's got 4 characters loaded.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that makes sense.
He never turns into more than 2 people and you.
I never noticed that.
Yeah, me either.
Very clever that they did that.
Yeah, for real. Okay.
I remember watching Detroit Ballin play, and whenever he would morph, like, I don't know if you were doing that on purpose, but whenever you'd morph, then you'd start zoning, and I was like, I wonder why he's doing that. At first, I was like, he probably just doesn't know what to do. And then after I thought about it, I was like, why not? Like, you'll win the projectile war if they start trading.
Yeah, that's true.
I was like, that's really smart. That's cheap.
Alright, question 2 from Storms. Are you playing other fighters, or do you have plans for other upcoming fighters?
Yeah, I've always played Street Fighter games, just not competitively. But lately, I've been playing a lot of Ultimate Marvel 3, and I don't know, I don't know the reason why exactly, but
how is that game?
Yeah, what's your team too?
It's actually really good. My team is Crimson Viper, Magneto, and Spencer.
I've never played it.
Yeah, it's really good. I think if Mortal Kombat ends up dying out, I'm probably just gonna... But I'm also looking forward to Street Fighter vs. Tekken. That game looks really good.
Alright. Your thoughts regarding the East Coast competition at NEC?
It was actually something I did not expect. To be honest with you, I thought the East Coast was going to be free.
Damn.
Like going in.
Wow.
I thought it was going to be free, but after playing the Dominican Brothers, you know, VSM, that definitely changed my mind. They're definitely people you cannot underestimate.
Why did you think they were going to be free? I mean, they do so well in tournaments.
Yeah, I know.
Plus, Rio came to Devastation, beat, and won.
I mean, I don't know. It's just something that I always thought, like, they would have no chance against me.
Did you feel
confident?
Yeah, is it confidence, or did you feel that they weren't as good as people think? Or did you think, I'm better than people realize?
It's, for the most part, it was all confidence.
Okay.
But I also did thought that I was a lot better than they were. Like, I'm not trying to disrespect them or anything, but I don't know. There's something about the West Coast it's a lot different than the East Coast. So at least it used to be when like all the California players used to play. The play style is so different. It just, I don't know. It looks like the West Coast is a little better, but I don't know. After going to the East Coast, I think they might be better than the West Coast.
So, like, yeah, I mean, what do you think is the main difference between the West Coast and anyone that you've played in the Midwest and the East Coast? What do you think you do that no one else is doing?
I noticed that they counterpoke. I haven't really noticed any West Coast players actually do that, other than like the Arizona scene. That what caught me off guard was CD Junior counterpoking my down threes and down ones with 4-4-1-2 or 4-4-1-3. That definitely caught me off guard. Like that's something I never even expected to see.
What about going to jacks at the end there? Was that kind of like a dig at CD Junior?
No, not at all. I even told him this. To be honest with you, I have no other answer for Smoke. Smoke, in my opinion, he destroys Shang Tsung because he can literally shake all projectiles. So I figured that Smoke can't really do anything. And actually, Morty Seinfeld actually told me, he's like, Jax is a really good choice. So I went with my gut. I went with his gut, and ended up turning out good.
You know that
Morty,
had to be salt in the
Morty,
room, though.
Yeah.
What do you think about West Coast versus East Coast?
I think East Coast has more players. I think they have a more like the West Coast is very spread out, and I think the scene is kind of dwindling a little bit. I think California has some good players, and Arizona has some good players. I know Texas, because I see these guys all the time. Like Ice Cold Edge, he comes out to pretty much every tournament I've seen, so I know they have some good players as well. But I think East Coast overall is more consistent in the fact that they just have several very good players. But I think in terms of skill level, it could go back and forth. At any time, I think CD Junior could beat Detroit or myself. Rio could beat Detroit or myself. Or I think it could go anyway. I think in terms of skill level, we're all about the same.
In my opinion, CD Junior and Rio are the two best.
I think Maxter and CD are very solid too.
Yeah. I'm just saying my top two is CD Junior and Rio. Even though I haven't really played Rio, it's just something about him that when I watch him play, like he is always just surprising me with the stuff he does. Like he always has new stuff.
Another guy that I feel like has gotten a lot better as of late is Crazy Bone. I actually think for SCR he's going to be one of the I bet he'll get top 3.
I hope so.
Yeah, he did really good at VSM that time. He went.
He's got something a secret too, so I don't know if he's gonna bust that out.
Uh-oh.
I'll just keep that.
All right, last two
Wait,
questions.
we gotta do SCR predictions.
Wait. I want to say something about the Smoke thing.
Okay.
That was like when they were just chanting "smoke, smoke, smoke" during his combos. That was like the most uncreative thing I ever seen. Like of all the things to come up with, like that was probably the dullest and lamest thing I ever heard.
What would you do? What would be your chant?
ABC.
I don't even know.
I do ABC,
Just
1, 2, 3.
chant the character's name. Like no one was going like doing like Street Fighter 4, like an uppercut to an ultra. No one's going Ryu. Ryu. I mean, it's just so
That'd be cool though. It should.
it's just so dumb. But
Right,
anyway,
I want to hear everybody's SoCal regionals.
Michelangelo.
Top 3. I want to hear everybody's top 3.
My top 3 is 16-bit,
Wait,
Rio,
you think he's
and
gonna
Crazy
win?
Bone. I think he's gonna get top 3. I think Rio and Crazy Bone are also gonna do very well.
Yeah.
In any particular order.
Okay. What do you think, Slips?
what is top 3 at SoCal Regionals?
Yes.
Nothing clean, right?
I was thinking about the smoke. I would say Rio. And who else is going?
Shijinky Dink.
Dink is gonna be
Oh
good.
yeah, he's got to get.
Yeah, he could do well.
He's got to do it this time. So I'd say Ryu, Shujinki Dink, 16-bit's got a chance, maybe.